The opinions, viewpoints, and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
And hello and welcome everybody to Scarefest Television. The original broadcast date is August 27th, 2021. We are about 7 weeks out. I wanted to put 8 weeks, but that's not really true because it's like half a week. So anyway, 7 weeks out from the Scarefest 2021. And yes, the mice are fast at... Oh, I'll turn my phone off, fine. Anyway, I got an email. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, this is real professionalism. What we're doing tonight, everybody, is we're just kind of going over all the stuff that we've been working on for the last couple of weeks really, really hard and finalizing. And we've got, well, I don't know, somewhere between 4 and 6 celebrity announcements. I lost count. Anyway, and the fun part, this isn't the dump I was talking about. This is like half a dump. So, this isn't morning dump. This is like before bedtime dump. Yeah, we've got celebrity announcements tonight. We've got a whole bunch of entertainers to go through. We've been hammering out some of the details. And of course, my co-host, grinning there bigly in the background, Mr. Chad Harlan.
Evening. How are you all?
We've been talking about before the show. It's been a train wreck, and I'm riding it right into the fire. So that's the way it is. Now, I will say, CCN was going to be with us tonight, but she ended up doing CC stuff. So I don't know if she might pop in the chat room. I don't know. I'll probably catch hell for not actually trying to call her, but I was told that she was busy, and we won't do it. Okay, another thing, we're going to be watching in the chat room, or I will be, chat rooms, about I see it, that's what made me go this direction. My producer, by the way, Anita Forsyth, it's her birthday today, so she thinks she can totally boss me around tonight. Anyway, I'm watching the chat room. We will take questions. And Amy Lee McCordle will start off. Any news on the film festival? No. And the reason is the entries don't close till the end of September, so any news would be premature. Fair enough? We've got 100 or so entries. I think we've already topped what we had last year, which is 99. I think we're over 100 now. We're going to basically be picking features and shorts and showing them in the theater. I've made a preliminary list, but that's really all I can tell you, because I'm afraid to stick my neck out, because I could say, okay, these 10 films, feature films are selected, and then somebody will turn one in that just freaking blows the curve. So anyway, that's what we're waiting on. If I will say that if anybody wants to message me personally about their film that's in the film festival, ask if I think it's in the running. Shorts, I have no idea, because shorts, we kind of judge those differently. Features, I've got a fairly good idea which ones will be selected to be a part of the Scarefest. Now, yeah, and I can tell that's Meredith. We added Meredith Blackwell to the judging, and yes, Meredith, there are some awesome films, and they're absolutely, it's really hard to judge. So that's where we're at on that. So we're going to start off, Chad, with our first celebrity announcement. First celebrity announcement of the evening. And here he comes. Steve Gonzalez. Yes, Steve Gonzalez, who, with his partner, go ahead and throw him over, Dave Tango, between the two of them, they are like our Kane Hodder. They're the Paranormal's Kane Hodder at Scarefest. We don't even know how to have a Scarefest without them. Now, early in the year, so nobody calls me a barefaced liar, I want to point out that I had told some people, in confidence, if you will, that they were not coming this year because they were not doing events. Well, guess what? They changed their mind. So anyway, we have, and because we'd already reached out to him, we said, well, it'd be a shame to pull that rug out from under him. So anyway, yes, Steve Gonzalez, Dave Tango of Ghost Nation, Ghost Hunters, and
probably 5 or 6 other things.
Yeah. Ghost Hunters Academy. I should have applied their thing, their banners down with everything they've done. But they will be there. We finalized them. We got them in the running. So I wanted to get that out there. Go back to the cameras.
Well, they'd be terribly missed if they weren't there. So they're such great guests and so friendly and personable. So it would be hard to imagine not seeing their faces walking around the con. So
I still tease Gonzalez about the night that they ghosted me in the bar because they thought I was serious. My wife was serious about when they told them to take care of me in the bar. And they did. Everybody, I don't care how good of people they look like on TV. My wife asked them to babysit my drunk ass, and they ghosted me. I saw them slink out of the bar. It wasn't even that they just, yeah. So anyway,
I did hear you were getting a little handsy though, Wes.
Well, I might have. Steve Gonzalez has the best complexion of any man or woman that I've ever met. I'm sorry.
That is just as creepy as anything I've ever heard.
I'm sorry. I mean, when I walk up to a person and that's the first thing that pops into my mind, I mean, then you know that it's got to be the truth. So anyway, yeah, they're super nice guys.
There with your skin so soft, I can't wait to make a mask out of it.
Highly appropriate. Anyway, now let's go back to our announcements. Now, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and throw you a couple more here. I wanted to get this one out of the way. Jenna Jameson has canceled. It is due to a scheduling conflict, but not the normal scheduling type of conflict. This is a family thing. It's come up, and so some people were on our bowling team. You will be offered a refund or chance to transfer your ticket over to. Yeah, everybody complained that the porn star is not coming to Scarefest. That's great. Like I said, she contacted us through her agent, said something family-wise had come up. And honestly, she flies out of Hawaii, so she kind of freed up some budget for us. So that kind of helped a little bit. But yeah, some people did have bowling tickets already bought. We will either offer you a refund on those, or you can transfer to one of the remaining Scream Queens. That'll be the story on that. So, but because this is go time, we replace her with Eric Butterbean Esch. Butterbean, we have replaced Jenna with Butterbean. Okay, I'm kidding, of course. Well, I mean, Butterbean's coming. But Butterbean is coming, but he is not the official replacement. This guy here is. Anybody recognize him? Hey, Weird Science.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Ellen Mitchell Smith. And so that's going to make your autographs a little more bunched up, you might say. We lack, what, 2 people from Weird Science now. And we actually reached out to them.
Yeah, we got a great cast from there.
We tried to get them all, but it just didn't work out. But anyway, everybody, and I hope I say his name right, Elon Mitchell Smith. I think it's Elon. But anyway, so he's one of our replacements, and this one honestly was an oversight that we meant to announce like 6 months ago. Mixtron, we announced him already for Scarefest 13, the year that never happened. But yeah, Mixtron's coming. Mixtron, we've got Mixtron coming. He's been on Scarefest TV. Hell of a fun guy to talk to. Yeah, so he'll be there. He's practically local. So it was like I think Chad. Go ahead and switch over to Chad there. I think it was one of those deals where everybody just assumed that he was coming, and we didn't actually follow through on it, and they never told me to redo his banner. Anyway, Mixtron, I'll probably have him back on the show because he's so
got
much
quite
fun.
a resume, so it'll be fun to see him.
Yes, but the best part of his resume is still that Fantastic Four movie that never got released. I need to look that bitch. He says it's on YouTube. I need to look that bitch up. So anyway, now, just to be clear in the chat room, we're not done yet. Can I make that any clearer?
Hey Wes, are there any more announcements?
We got more tonight. I think do we have, I don't know if they were celebrities or not, but we still got. Yes. Here's a teaser, everybody. We still have one or two to announce that qualify as headliners. So there. So yeah. Mick was Eric's right. That was Mick at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. He I think he just did a walkthrough. I don't think he was even booked. But anyway, yeah, I did see him. That might look like a lot like Mixtron. So anyway, we got that going on. But now we're gonna cover some stuff, Chad, from our FAQ.
Okay.
Hey, Will in the chat room, he said, any porn replacement? Only me, baby. Me and CC. Anyway, and Chad. We'll throw Chad in there.
It's not filmed. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as part of my job at Scarefest, I go on Facebook and I have to answer messages. Now, the funny part, now, everybody, if you're having a problem with the internet tonight, heck, it could be on mine, but I'm not showing any frames drop, so it's probably you. That being said, now, yes, we are having the Scarefest. That is why we're here. That is why we're announcing guests. That, and the reason I'm putting it that way, Chad, I don't think you got to see it, but somebody shared it in the group and it got taken down, apparently, because the guy, whoever it was, took down their post and they shared it. Somebody went on this rant today that they could not believe Scarefest was canceled. Did you get to see that?
I missed that one.
Yeah,
that one
It's
slipped
because
by
everybody wouldn't take their shots and wear masks.
Yeah, they said because you people won't take your shots and wear masks, they've had to cancel my favorite thing in the year. And I'm like, and we're like, what? And apparently, though, somebody corrected him pretty quickly because all we had was a screenshot of it. But anyway, yes. If many of the questions that get asked, you can actually go to our FAQ on the website, and because I'm the webmaster, I'm kind of insulted when you don't. But anyway, now I will warn everybody: the number one restriction we're looking for. Yes, we're going to have to wear masks. I don't think. Do you agree, Chad? Do you think there's any way we're going to get out of wearing masks in 7 weeks in a big indoor venue like that?
Yeah, especially with it being indoor, I think I don't see any way around it. I know that we talked earlier about the outdoor music festival that's going on this weekend, but they're taking the additional step of not only telling people who are unvaccinated to wear masks, they're asking for either a negative test or a vaccine card to get in. So I think the minimum is going to be a mask with the way the Delta variant's going right now. I think that we just all need to kind of embrace that right now and do it to protect not only yourselves but the other guests. We want to be able to make sure it's Scarefest is successful and everybody leaves healthy and happy.
You know, that's actually a good question, Eric. Eric Morrison asked if the Halloween parade is still on Sunday. As far as I know, Eric, it is. But I've not actually went to their website to check. So I'm just going to I'll just put that out there. The thing is, if you're unhappy about our mask mandate, which we're not even sure it's going to come from the governor, but we're darn sure it's going to come from the local health department and the convention center. That's just, and the insurance company. But the other conventions are already going to it. We are not an island. I was on another convention's website today. They've announced actually tighter restrictions than we're toying with. Someone in the chat room just pointed out they were working a film festival and in Las Vegas. So we're pretty darn sure. Now, according to the CDC,
and it's a horror convention. 20% of the people are going to have masks on anyway.
Yeah. Now, that's interesting thing. The CreepyCon. We went to CreepyCon last weekend, and they had a mask mandate. You know, it really didn't hurt the cosplay. People worked the mask into their cosplay. So,
yeah.
So it can be done. I'm now say, okay, little sidebar here. My costume for Friday requires full face paint. And I'm deciding what to do about that, whether just to go ahead and ruin the mask permanently, or if I should just like paint half my face and find a mask that complements it or what. So, but that's what we're up against. Let's we're a few minutes late. Let's go and do our quick commercial break here. Now, this one is going to be a quick one, everybody, because what we're doing is we're highlighting the Scarefest full featured vendor packages. This is something that the vendors at Scarefest can do. They can get featured vendor, or they can get full featured vendor. And full featured vendor, one of the things they get is a shout out on the show. Junior High Horrors. I don't know a lot about this. It's a comic book, and they're going to be giving everybody samples in their swag bags that have VIP tickets. But Junior High Horrors, find them on Facebook. Junior High Horrors. They're not hard to find. Return vendor, Zombie Cow. I had no idea what these people did. But now they have a Facebook page. They talk about it. Custom art, stainless steel tumblers, FX makeup, silicone FX prosthetics, mask, and so much more. You can find them on Facebook. Facebook.com, The Zombie Cow. And if you're in the Pikeville area, look up SacredMountainTattoo.com. Expert tattooing and body piercing by the Sacred Mountain Tattoo Team, located in Coal Run Village, north of Pikeville, Kentucky. And of course, all of these vendors will be seen at the Scarefest. So anyway, that was our commercial break. That was relatively painless. So just so everybody understand. Let's go back to our announcements now. Where were we? Okay, Mixtron, we did him. Okay, guess who's coming, everybody? The founder of Scarefest, author of Ghost Hunting Kentucky, Patty Starr, Bardstown Ghost Trick, Lexington Ghost Walk. Patty Starr. Did she ever start one down where she moved to, and then she moved?
I think she's back.
She's back, so she's doing Lexington Ghost Walk.
Bardstown.
Yeah,
okay.
She's back at Bardstown.
But anyway, and so we're actually working with her. We're hoping to get kind of a special ghost walk going, but I'm not promising that, everybody. But Patty Starr will be there. Patty Starr is, of course, she was ghost hunting when the rest of us were. It wasn't even scheduled on TV yet. So Patty Starr, she will be there. She was the founder of the Scarefest, and so there you go. Now, Casualty Friday. Now you can chime in anytime, Chad. Just anything that excites you, because I'm just showing pictures. Live.
I love this show. I listen to it every episode. I download it immediately and listen to it. So I can't wait till to see this.
Well, I haven't. I'm kind of behind. I might need to go back and listen to a few episodes. But anyway, I did watch when they had it on YouTube. I had it on the first season on YouTube, but now they've chickened out. They're just podcasting. But anyway, no. Casualty Friday. Melissa Rose, Kane Hodder, Tiffany Shepis, all guests of the Scarefest, and they will be doing a live version of Casualty Friday, 11 p.m. Friday. Now, this is a ticketed event.
It's usually just the girls ganging up on Kane, so, that's fun to watch.
Now, everybody, this tickets are for sale on this event. If you have a VIP pass, it will be included. But the only they're not making anything on it. We're not making anything on it. The theater is the only entity making money on this. But because we actually have to rent the theater that night, the one with the stage, yeah, it's a ticketed event. So there. But yeah, live at Lex Live, this will be Friday night. We don't even have a name for what we're doing Friday night. We're just going over there and we're just doing stuff. So, go to the ticket page if you're interested in this. And it's very cheap. It's very inexpensive. Just a little add-on that we put together. And like I said, the price of it is just, we hope to cover the cost of actually doing it. Here's one for you though. Throw axes with killers. Now, when we announce this every year, everybody's so excited. And then we have this flood of ticket sales, and then they kind of peter off. They're still selling, but for all the buzz this gets, because you cannot go to another convention and do this. So down to battle axes. We are throwing axes with, I think we've got like 6 celebrities on the guest list right now. We can go up to 9, but if we need it. But the point is, you go in, you pay your fee, which is not that much more than it normally costs to actually throw axes at the battle axes. That stays damn busy, and you get some quality time on a team with one of your favorite movie killers. So, and then I found that picture of Ari Mihailov, and I just loved it. That was, I guess, from the Bayou ones. Horror movie fan here. The Victor Crowley ones. Which
Hatchet.
one? Hatchet. He was in part 2, I think. But yeah. That was, I believe that was a prop from that one when he, spoiler alert, got his fucking head cut off. Anyway, now we're going to talk about one more here before we switch back to this my lovely face and check out the chat room. Where'd you go? You skipped my bowling.
Right there.
Oh, it's on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wrong screen.
I was looking at the wrong screen. Anyway, Scream Queen Bowling. We have arranged to have a bowling party with famous actresses. Some Scream Queens. Okay, JL and Aaron are not actually Scream Queens, but they're darn hot. They're fun to be around. And so anyway, those tickets are also for sale. And that, we're about 50% sold out, if I'm doing my math right. We still have openings on at least 2 of the teams, probably 3. So, and once again, you get a solid hour of quality time. We've scheduled it for 2 hours, give everybody time to change your shoes because it's bowling. But, yeah, it'll be up in the Lex Live bowling alley. We call it Scream Queens at the Lex Live Bowlerama. And you know what, Chad?
What's that?
I'm hoping they comp me a ticket to that. That is one thing that I do want to do. But I don't want to pay for it and then find out that I have to go like do something else, as Scarefest is known to do with me.
It's gonna be a great event. I mean, just having been to Lex Live, the bowling's fun and they have such a great setup. So being able to both enjoy that and spend some time with the stars is going to be it's going to be a great event. People don't want to miss that. And I know throwing axes with the stars, with your favorite killers last time, that was a huge hit for everybody who attended. I heard about that all weekend long from everybody who was there, so don't miss that.
And they made some pretty good pictures too. Incidentally, Kane Hodder got his ass handed to him. Just saying. And RA's been practicing. Chad, that's a little trivia for you. RA bought him a regulation axe and got a chunk of wood in his yard, and he's been practicing.
Go RA.
I did. Last time they took this seriously, so.
Well, because they both got beat. So, and apparently there is a little competition. We talked about the mask. Okay, everybody accept it. Look at it. It's going to happen. The other thing is, now this isn't on the crowd so much. It's on us as Scarefest staff. We're going to be people asking what we're doing to mitigate the situation. Okay, we're going to have the people in the building unless there's a mandate comes down that our attendance has to be, cut. But what we're really looking at doing is we're going to really be diligent on keeping the lines neat, keeping the flow of traffic moving. So in other words, you know how when you walk in, Chad, there's always this big mass of people that walk in and just stand there with their mouth open and stare around. They got to keep moving.
Yeah, that's usually me.
We're going to have areas kind of off to the side. We've decided where if you're caught standing out in the traffic part of the building, we're going to kindly ask you to please step over there, and then you can stand there with your mouth agape. But that is an issue that we've had. It's an issue Comic-Con has. Most big cons have it. They always have a bottleneck somewhere. We are going to work very, very hard on that. Celebrity autograph lines, we're going to keep them as single file as possible. Now that doesn't, now this is something I will fight for. I remember when they first did the little dots on the store floors and people were not allowed to stand with their wife who was checking out with them. I think it was Glenn told us that story. He was there with his girlfriend and we're living together. But anyway. No, we won't be that strict, but we will try to keep the lines neat, keep the traffic moving, and try to keep everybody as safe as possible. Now,
that's why Brandon told me to order those cattle prods last week.
Yep, that's it. And whips and chains. Actually, we just need to pick out some of the cosplayers that really get into it and just say, "Hey, come here, we got a job for you." They'd love it. Absolutely love it. We're going through the FAQ on the website a little bit here to fill time. Can kids come? Hell yes.
Absolutely.
Now, that being said, now that ties into a question we had in the chat room. I guess it was early this week. Someone asked what we allowed on costumes. And generally, if you have to ask, it's probably not allowed. There. No, it's a family event. I don't know how to put it. Cover your bits. We understand a lot of cosplay is sexy, although the sexiest cosplay I ever saw was okay. We'll get to Jake. Was a stormtrooper, a female stormtrooper, and the only thing exposed was her belly button, and I loved it. I'm sorry, I did. But now, it does tend to get a little more risque later on Saturday as the costume contest approaches, the costume judging, because then everybody goes and puts on their costumes. We understand that. Just try to keep your naughty bits covered. If you're in body paint, use an extra layer. Okay? Let's not have the vulva hanging out that Nicole described when you're on the noon news.
Or if it's Jane, don't have anything hanging out.
I think that's what me and Chad we need to sit down and do a costume contest set of rules, and one of them can be no vulvas. There. So there, we said it. We said it on there.
Seems like a low standard, but
Hey, just like podcasting, I always said, if I set the bar low enough, I can step over it easier. We're at 9:30. We're going to have a commercial break. We'll come back with more FAQs. We're watching the chat room. By the way, Karaoke will be at least Friday night at 9 p.m. in the corner bar. If we're trying to actually find another time to have it, another session of it, just so you know, if we can work it out. But yeah, Jake, there will be Karaoke. Everybody will be right back with more Scarefest TV.
Horror. Movie. Fans. For. Life. On Facebook. Find us. For watch parties. For news. For memes. For friends. For life. Horror movie fans for life. Join us.
Everyone is talking about CBD oil. Most of us know that CBD is a cannabis compound that has significant medical benefits, but does not make people high. Its benefits include pain relief, anti-seizure properties, anxiety relief, fights cancer, reduces the risk of diabetes, and it is even used as a sleep aid. Blue Leaf Naturals CBD and hemp products are full-spectrum hemp extract oils. They use only hemp grown in Kentucky, supporting Kentucky farmers and businesses and helping you and your family stay healthy and well. Blue Leaf Naturals, created with care from seed to shelf. Visit their website at blueleafnaturals.com. Blue Leaf Naturals, a Kentucky proud company.
And welcome back, everybody, to Scarefest TV. This is proving to be quite the eventful evening. Everybody is in the chat room just throwing questions at us. We're going to start with one for Chad. Chad, how's your dad doing?
He's doing great. Thank you for everybody for the thoughts, prayers, well wishes. He came home this afternoon and is feeling much better. So I think we're on the right track. So thank you, everybody.
Okay, now, questions from the chat room, other questions. Eric Morrison asked, Wes, when will we see a vendor lineup? Thank you for being such a big fan of my web work. If you'll... Eric, go to the website, thescarefest.com. Click under plan, and there's a floor plan there with all of our featured vendors that have signed up so far, except some last couple of days. But then you can go down, see the floor plan, and it lists all the vendors that have been placed. Now, there are still vendors that have not been placed. Some that, I don't even know why. But anyway, I won't guarantee it's complete yet. Plus, we have to shuffle around. We had to move it around last week or two, Chad, because Brandon forgot to leave space in front of the toilets. So
that's a problem, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to have the booth where I have to move to let people in and out of the bathroom all weekend.
Yeah, that was so anyway, and I think the floor plan right now, we're actually, photo ops will be where it shows, but we're actually moving away from the entrance wall to move our stage in there. So there are still some adjustments coming to the floor plan, but that will give you some information. And the vendors are doing very good this year about putting their web links and graphics and kind of telling you what they do rather than just putting their name up there. Let's see, what was the other question before I get to Cody's question?
I think it was it.
No, there was one more. There was one more. Oh, Thursday shenanigans.
Oh, Thursday shenanigans.
Thursday shenanigans. Yes, there will be shenanigans on Thursday because that's when I get drunk and hire a co-host. Now, Our only event, now it will be at the Lex Live, the bars, Corner Bar, and the sports bar over there. The only thing we have scheduled right now is trivia. Horror trivia. 2 syllables. Horror trivia. I'm trying to get an extra instance of karaoke put in because of reasons that I'm not going to share. But anyway, I think it's something we should do twice. I think it's that popular.
Hey, I'm walking around all weekend with a microphone in my hand, so karaoke could break out anytime.
But yeah, okay, so that's, yes, there will be Thursday shenanigans, trivia at the very least, me liquored up at the most. Now, Cody, your question. The costume judging, we're still working out the details on how we're going to do it. We're really wanting to get, like, it was about 5-6 years ago, the crowd actually chose the winners, or the finalists. We're wanting to do something like that on Facebook, like where you come by, you enter by getting your picture taken, we put it on Facebook, and then But anyway, so that the judging will be on Saturday. With the finals, now this is a change from what's normal. The main costume judging and the little sachet parade thing that they do every year will be on the floor Saturday. The finalists all get a free pass to our VIP party, and the finals will be across the street at Lex Live. Right there, almost right on the stage in the corner bar, but they'll be sashaying out in front of the, is that elevators there or what? Into the main lobby where the public can see them. We're taking over Lex Live both nights, but Saturday night we're really kicking it because screw Jason Aldean fans. So anyway, that's the story. We're still working out the logistics on the judging, but it will be Saturday. It will be Saturday afternoon. We're trying to do it in a crowd-involved way.
Anybody send him tickets? Maybe he wants to come hang out at Scarefest with us instead of us worrying about his fans.
It's possible. I'm looking at the chat room now because I kind of fell behind there. But so if you got any more questions, shout them out. I think I've caught up. Okay, what else we got to announce? Oh, I know. Now we got some attractions to announce.
Absolutely.
Now, here's one. The gallery reading with Tessa Del Zoppo. Tessa Del Zoppo, who is, I haven't said anything about it on the show, but I don't think it's any big secret now because they put pictures all over Facebook. It is Nick Groff's girlfriend. So, Tessa Del Zoppo, psychic medium gallery reading. Tickets are on sale now. She was doing really good big shows, casino shows, before COVID hit. Of course, had to pause like the rest of the world. But I don't know if she's done any more this summer or not. But anyway, she is coming to Scarefest to do a psychic medium gallery because that's Scarefest. We always have a psychic medium gallery reading, and hers will be there. You knew they were coming. You knew it. We do have Circus Envy. Circus Envy, I've talked to Circus Envy. They are coming. Him and Christiva Diva are coming to the Scarefest. And we wanted him, but mainly we wanted his backdrop, Chad, because he's got that, and we needed it for photo ops for all the clown photos and everything. So anyway,
it wouldn't be the same without him.
It would not be the same.
No, it's not. It's not.
Absolutely not.
It's not the same.
Absolutely
We
not.
all love us some Circus Envy. It's funny. He jumped at it because he said, I don't know. People come by and want photos with me, but he said, I got nothing to do all day. So anyway, Circus Envy will be at Scarefest, and with his neat little backdrop that we're going to just use the hell out of. Now, here's something new, everybody. Slasher speed dating. Slasher. And there's no E in that. That is not an accident. That is the web domain that they bought. So Slasher speed dating. That's just one of those little catchy things that we're doing. Tickets are not on sale yet. They will be going up soon. We're still working out the pricing on it. But basically it's speed dating with one of the people that you'll be sitting across from is a ringer that is a serial killer. So just so you know. But other than that, you can really find a date, I guess, if you want to. And there will be LGBTQ sessions. There'll be teen sessions. They haven't done any for old married men like me. That being said, slasher speed dating will be a part of Scarefest this year. Watch for details, but that is something I wanted to tell you was coming up. And this is another one we just finished the paperwork on. 6 bomb boards. Now what this is some guy and his friends that do live art. They were a big attraction at the VIP party 2 years ago. Well, everything was 2 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. But 6 bomb boards will be doing their live art at the Scarefest. So
it was fun to watch when they were here last time. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
And then this is one that Brandon insisted that I get on the show this week. Baby. We have Baby. We have Supernatural Baby. So is that a 67 Impala? That sound right?
It is a 67, yeah.
Okay.
Because I've got a 68, so I call it Baby's sister.
Okay. Well, if I remember anything about cars in the 60s, I don't think you could tell them apart, could you?
The taillights are a little different.
Okay. Anyway, so we have Baby coming. Yes, we do have Baby coming. So I just want to close out that part of the show by saying thescarefest.com. Thescarefest.com. Tickets are on sale. So, and film festival entries are open. This is the last month coming up. September, we got to close it because we got to get these bitches judged. I've watched almost all of the feature films.
Oh.
I sat here when it was pouring down rain and watched the feature films. And we have 2 types of films this year. We have really freaking fantastic, and actually, I won't even say not so much. The ones that we're picking, people, I'm gonna tell you, these are theater quality, grab your ass films. There. Now the shorts, I haven't even started on the shorts.
Well, they've got such a great venue for them this year, so it's such a great place to bring film. So
yes.
I'm excited to see who's here.
My movie premiere was in a theater with heated reclining seats. Not everybody gets to say that. But yeah, the Lex Live Theater, if you haven't been to it yet, Chad's right. It's almost, what's the word? Decadent. Is that I think I'll put it that way. You've seen the theater I go to, Chad.
Yeah. And it's lovely in its own way. But because I love coming up there and going to films too. But Lex Live, it's just such a overwhelming experience, because not only is it a theater with extremely comfortable plush seats, it's also a bowling alley and a sports bar and a bourbon bar and an arcade, and it's such an experience to be there, and to bring these films in, it's gonna be a great weekend.
The my hometown theater, everybody, has seats that were designed in like 1960 and maybe recovered twice since then. So they're in good shape, but they're not heated reclining seats. I'll put that out there. So yeah, we got that. They were
designed back when people had posture.
Yeah. And you scoot down, you kick the seat in front of you, and all that stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's that's our film festival. We'll be over there, and we're working on that, but we don't have a lot to announce on it, just because there's just so much. We've got a team of judges this year, working on it, trying to get the best of the best for you. So, now I do have something I can drop. The bars at Lex Live will have a hotter than hell Bloody Mary. Anybody get the reference? HODDER? Hotter? I mean, it's
Quite punny. Very punny.
Well, apparently he has some company has paid him to use his name for a line of hot sauces, and so they're going to actually use the hot sauce in it. So,
Oh wow.
So that'll make it. But yeah, the hotter than hell Bloody Marys, which I only know one person that drinks Bloody Marys.
They might be a big hit,
And
Friday
of course,
morning and Saturday morning.
we will tell the bars to put a drink special on the West Forsyth, which is rum and cola. Simple, it's neat, rum and cola. So yeah, any more questions in the chat room? We'll be glad to get you in. We got one more commercial set, and we'll be right back.
TellMeTarot.com. Rare tarot and oracle decks for the discerning enthusiast or collector. Our decks are not for everyone. If you are a rare deck collector, art collector, or simply fall in love with a deck, then we might be for you. Right now, get 10% off your first order just for subscribing to their newsletter. Shipping is just $5.99 in the United States. TellMeTarot.com.
Spirit Mechanics is here to help. Their background includes many different specialties across the metaphysical spectrum, including alchemy, shamanism, Celtic witchcraft, angelic magic, astral travel, and more.
With over 30 years combined experience in the group, you can be confident in their ability to help. If there is a question you have that you cannot answer, they will do their best to assist you.
Metaphysics can be intimidating, confusing, and unfortunately, abused. Spirit Mechanics takes pride in being selfless in the pursuit of helping others, being humble and honest with their clients about their questions, and lastly, maintaining a professional and personable atmosphere. They want you to feel as you are coming to a close friend, and they will do everything in their power to make you comfortable and safe.
Hey, Scarefest, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Don't tell Wes or Brandon that I'm about to give them a compliment. But one of the good things about this gig is that they don't give me a lot of rules and regulations, which I appreciate because I don't do well with them. So the movie I'm going to review this week is a new film. It's out in theaters, but it's not technically a horror film. But I feel like I've talked to a lot of you online, and a lot of you who would be in the horror films are interested. We're going to talk about The Green Knight. And The Green Knight is based on a fantasy that's been around for over 1,000 years. It's about the retelling of Sir Gawain, because I'm from Eastern Kentucky. Gawain, I don't really Gaelic. Gawain stars Dev Patel, who's a fantastic actor, and he plays Gawain. And it's hard to break this movie down because it's about many different things. It does have a ghost in it. It has monsters in it. I really liked it. Now, a lot of you are going to be confounded by the ending because you're going to have to think. That's okay. It's okay to think. So this Green Knight shows up at Sir Arthur's round table on Christmas Day, and he says, I want to challenge someone. And he says, whoever can take a swing at me, then I can take a swing at them a year from today. So Sir Gawain's young, and he decides to get up, and this is where he's going to become a man, because that's another thing of this movie. What is a man? Well, how do you become a man? How do you do your own legend? How do you live your own life? How do you become whatever that is? I don't know, it resonated with me. So he gets up, and he takes the axe, and he chops the Green Knight's head off. Well, the Green Knight gets up, puts his head back on, kind of smiles and said, I'll see you in a year. So for a year, stories are told about Sir Gawain fighting of the Green Knight, how he's a hero, but he isn't a hero. He's at least not a hero yet. not till he leaves and meets him at this church, the Green Knight, a year from now. A year comes, he talks to the king, he decides to leave, and then adventures ensue. And I don't want to give too much away. There's many different stories that happen. I mean, he's attacked by vandals. There's a ghost story. Joel Edgerton has a little bit of a in the third act plot with him, if you know who that actor is. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, but it's not going to be for everyone. It isn't going to answer all your questions. What's it about? Is it about him becoming a man? Is it about destiny? Is it about how we deal with things when they're awful and that is somehow sums up who we are? Is it about how the Green Knight maybe is all of his fears and he has to confront his fears, whatever those things are, whether it be growing old, whether it is becoming a dad? And a lot of this plays out in the end, whether this him becoming an unsuccessful dad or not a good husband or not loving the one he's truly meant to love and going another way. And then thinking that destiny isn't his destiny, or maybe this is his destiny. And is there such thing as destiny? There's a lot of questions. I know it's a metaphysical kind of setting outside of yourself, thinking about what is your own philosophy, how you live your life, and what choices and how those choices make your life, because your life is about choices. I love The Green Knight. Not all of you are going to like it. Should you walk out and see it? Yeah, it's almost out of theaters. You might be able to. I know it's streaming. It'll probably be streaming for everyone in a day or two. But I recommend this movie. I mean, it's the same guy who gave us the movie Ghost Story, where the guy's with a sheet over his head. But he also gave you Peach Dragon, The Old Man and the Gun, and the new Peter Pan and Wendy that's going to be on Disney. Check it out. I liked it a lot. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Go see Green Knight and think a little. It may hurt. It hurt me for a second because it stuck with me, but think a little. Thank you.
And welcome back, everybody, to Scarefest TV. The last few moments of the show, we're going to rapid fire some questions we got from the chat room here. Yes, Amy, there will be tarot readers at the Scarefest, including myself, if I have time to do it. But yeah, there's always tarot readers, all types of psychics. I'd say about the only thing you can't buy at Scarefest are chainsaw wood, which actually we've got somebody that might come that was doing chainsaw art, and used cars. That's about it. That's, yeah. It's that diverse, isn't it, Chad?
I would say so, yeah. It's anything weird or different is there, and certainly we have all the metaphysical stuff will be around. So if you're looking for it, you'll find it.
Now, frequently, this is not from the chat room, this is frequently asked questions from the Facebook page, like 4 or 5 times a day. So I hope that this word gets out. Autograph prices. We'll start there. We are actually, for the first time in several years, trying to put together a list of at least basic autograph prices. A lot of the celebrities did not fill that out on their contract because they don't even set those prices a lot of times till they show up and they see what everybody else is charging. Okay? That's just the way it is. We are trying to get together at least a basic list of autograph prices. Most of our people, though, we ask them to keep it down. They run $20 to $60, maybe a little bit higher on some of the big celebrities, but most of them fall into that range. A good place to ask that, if anybody listens, is in the Scarefest fan group, because our people have seen these people at other conventions and they can tell you what they normally charge until we get the list together. The other thing is photo ops. People, I tell you, we want to get those photo ops up for sale. We're working on it, but the person that was working on it had an emergency, so Brandon's been working on it. We're trying to get the information to, basically, those mostly we have the information on as far as what each celebrity charges, but then you have to do math, because the photo op people get paid a certain amount, and we have a lot of group photos this year. And if you have like 5 people from a movie, each one of them charges so much to do the photo op. So that's what the holdup is. We should have those hopefully by the end of this coming week, because we actually thought we would have at least some of them on sale by tonight. And the best of plans mislaid, as they say. Sharon Sutton, you know better than asking. What about selfies at the table? Some people do it, some people don't. Now, I tell you, okay, that actually is a fair question, because the big question, of course, is the mask mandate. It's left up to the celebrity. Some celebrities will do them. Some celebrities will do them without a mask. Some will insist you wear a mask to get in line. That you cannot have they might let you. Now, I will say, now here's something. We're following, I think somebody called it the Disney method. For photo ops, unless the celebrity requests differently, our plan is you go in, you take your mask off, you get your photo op with the celebrity, you put your mask on, you leave. In other words, our plan is not to make you wear a mask with the photo op, but there could, if there are any celebrities that insist on that, we'll try to make that known ahead of time. But we're not really planning on doing the plexiglass partition. It takes something away from the picture, we think. But anyway, but at the same time, if one of the celebrities says, hell yes, I want a plexiglass partition, then that's what we'll have to do. It is pretty much in the celebrities ballpark there. So just so you know. And that's everything I had on my list to talk about. Think of anything we missed, Chad?
If we're going down frequently asked questions, what do you need to know about Scarefest? Wear comfortable shoes. But I think most of the people listening already know that. But I know you give that answer a lot, and I give that answer a lot for people who are asking about their first time coming.
Yeah, it's a big convention floor. You'll do a lot of walking, so just plan on that. Absolutely. And that's about it. And as far as chairs, there are no chairs on the convention floor except for the vendors. Get used to it. But this year, because we're at Lex Live, we don't have to pay separately for chairs, and there should be plenty of seating for anything we do at Lex Live. So, and that's an inside
at least
joke.
2 that are reserved for us.
Yes, but that's a little inside joke for all you people that don't know, because 3 years ago there wasn't a chair in downtown Lexington, nowhere. There. That's the show for this week. We're working on a guest for next week. We've been sent out the invite. They're wanting to come on the show. We'll just see if we can get the schedule fixed out. But you can expect the episode you just saw. You can expect us to do this like 3 or 4 more times. We always try to get the information out there as best as we can, and because I'm a corporate shill. I'm a corporate whore, as I've been known to say. So in other words, yeah, that's my job, people. Keep you informed, give you all the information that I can, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
Y'all have a good night.